welcome to our latest video of Doing the Damn Thing. Before we jump into this video, make sure to hit that red button, subscribe. You're going to like, you're going to share, you're going to comment, you're going to do all those good things. So I'm going to actually give it to Geraldine. She's going to tell us a little bit about where we're at and who our lovely guest is today.
Hey everyone, we're here at Evolve Oakland today in downtown Oakland. I have a really great friend of mine, David Jackson, in the building. Welcome. David is the CEO of Evolve Oakland, which is a co-working space. Mm-hmm. You want to tell us more about where we are and what you do?
Yeah, we'd love to. First, thank you for having me. Today it's an honor to be with you both. Evolve Oakland is a 16,000 square foot co-working space, formerly known as Impact Hub Oakland. We primarily work with entrepreneurs of color, providing shared resources, helping to connect them to their next dot.
Awesome.
Nice. So, I've actually come here a few times. I know Geraldine has come here a few times when it was Impact Hub, and now it's Evolve Oakland, and it's, unfortunately now with COVID-19, you don't get that same kind of culture, that same kind of feel, because not everyone's here. So how has the pandemic affected not only this space, but other co-working spaces?
Yeah, like many, the closure or temporary closure of the physical space has been detrimental, not just to Evolve Oakland, but to the industry at large. Finding it very difficult to find community.
Yeah.
And I believe that's one of the sweet spots for spaces like ours, is building and finding community amongst like-minded entrepreneurs, artists, activists, organizers, so on and so forth. But what we have discovered is that community is not lost because of the lack of a physical space. Mm-hmm. I'm reminded in 1989 for the Loma Prieta earthquake, my grandmother told me that in case of emergency, you find your people, mm-hmm. you find out what they need, and then you mobilize. And I find that good advice even for right now. So we've found a way to find our people, find out what they need, and now we're coming together to create some solutions to move forward.
That's awesome. So what ways have you chosen to pivot?
Obviously, we had to go into the virtual space, right?
Yes, right.
And so the pandemic has forced us to not lean on the luxury of 500 events a year, a thriving membership-based model where folks were coming into the physical space. So we've had to create a virtual community, but we found that this virtual community spans beyond our hyper-local focus. So we have folks from Georgia, folks from DC, folks from Pittsburgh, PA, and of course our hometown Oakland that are joining our community of change makers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because
I feel like I see that a lot with a lot of virtual events. You start realizing, your message can go beyond your hometown or your state. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So with everything that you've done to pivot, what is some advice you want to give to other co-working spaces?
Yeah, I would probably stretch it beyond just physical co-working spaces. I would say for Black and brown entrepreneurs at large, there's a hustle and bustle to pivot, right? And in doing so, you forget to care about yourself. And I would say the first advice is to not forget about self-care. The healthiest leader to people is the healthiest leader to themselves. And so making sure that you take care of yourself is the first priority. Number two, be fluid. Don't get caught up in the staunch model that you had before, trying to force a round business model into a square peg, or however that goes, you know what I'm saying. But be fluid and flexible, because these are the times, to be fluid and flexible. And I would say the last thing is to dig deep into the gut of resilience. And I have to lean into the fact that Black folks historically have been through the worst and the most treacherous of times, and we've overcome through the power of resilience. And so I would say those three things have been tips that have helped us.
I like all those tips. I'm all about self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah. So why should someone choose Evolve Oakland compared to the other co-working spaces?
Yeah, I believe that every space has its own set of amenities and offerings. No pun on we work, but we like to say we work with a heartbeat. I'm just saying, But for us, there's a focus on the deep need of the entrepreneur. And we believe that if we create a platform of trust, where we actually not only hear what you're saying, but we have the capacity to connect entrepreneurs to the resource that they need to move from hanging to thriving, that's a pretty good reason to trust us with your entrepreneurial needs.
Another thing I'll say too is for anyone out there who has never considered being a part of a co-working space, there's a lot of benefits to it, such as, many people think that when they start a new business, they have to have an office, or maybe they have to get a P.O. box, but you could actually become part of a co-working space and have your mail delivered there. And not only that, be part of a community once it's after COVID's over, be part of a community of other people who are going through the exact same struggles that you are. So definitely look into spaces such as Evolve Oakland. It's one of the best in Oakland, if not the best. And any others, around your area if you prefer to choose somewhere that's local too. So where can people go to get involved with Evolve Oakland?
Yeah, so we have a website. It's www.evolveoakland.com. We are on social media, Facebook, Instagram at Evolve Oakland. Yeah, at Evolve Oakland. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm old school, right? Our team is new school. But you can find us there as well. We have compelling posts. We have information about the reopening. We have information about our virtual platform, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, sounds good.
And all those links will be in the description box below. So just look, and they'll be there.
This right here,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the best tea that I've had in this beautiful mug all day.
Oh, thank you. Geraldine made it.
It's really cool.
It's amazing.
Nice.
Thank you so much, David, for being here. Really appreciate it. And just sharing a little bit of some insights and a little bit of Evolve Oakland. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you all for being here. And again, don't forget to subscribe and check out the links in the description box below.